any minute now.
Borussia Dortmund against Lille.
The famous yellow wall stands tall. This has to be one of the most iconic places in European football. So that's got things underway.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
Deco.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Now, can they get him away? He can get that clear. That'll be a throw-in. And he's managed to gift it back. Kagawa. Kagawa. Deco. Griezmann. Muscular approach does pay off here. And here's Baggio. Oh, that's nice. And this is Roberto Baggio. Little pass back. Can he get on the end of this? Goes for a shot! Goal! Nil! So smooth. A signature finish.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Kagawa plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Kagawa looking to penetrate opposition lines. Oh, that's a key interception. Lille are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Nice control. And it's Deco. And here's Kagawa. Deco tries to play it through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Mbappe! Kagawa. Deco. Now it's Roberto Baggio. And this is Roberto Baggio. Eto'o. Oh, nice touch. Aims beyond the defence. Chance! It's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Well, the keeper has every right to have a moan at his defenders for that, because they never got tight to the score. Simple as.
Lille are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Seedorf. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And it's Kagawa. Ambitious ball here. Kagawa is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, that's well spotted. Rafinha could try cutting inside here.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Good take, and is he in? Cafu cuts it out. Saliba. Cafu. Now it's Kagawa.
Added time.
And it's Deco. And there's the end of the first half. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Lille really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Lille go in at half-time on a comfortable two-goal cushion. And we are back on the way. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Kagawa. Eto. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Kagawa. Oh, that's neat. And this is Deco. He's had a shot! Well, that is commitment to the cause. Zubimendi. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Griezmann unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Oh, that's fabulous. Borussia Dortmund are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And it's Kagawa. Deco. He's a sharp little ball here. Donnarumma claims comfortably. Good ball, good take. No, again, there's no way through. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. It's a promising position. Plays it. It's a mighty effort. Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
And here's Griezmann. Oh, that was vital. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Eto. Kagawa quietly revving up. And here's Baggio. Deco. Now it's Eto. And a chance! And he's really put himself on the line here. Lille with the corner, they're first. Rafinha goes short. Oh, no question, that's a foul. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Mbappe. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And it's Kagawa. Now it's Eto'o. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Shot at goal! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Lovely feet. Kagawa. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Borussia Dortmund finding their passes. Alexander-Arnold, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Passing is crisp and sharp. Roberto Baggio engages and forces him off the ball. Saliba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And it's Tonali. And here's Haaland. Griezmann. Oh, and the shot! He scores! Late drama, late goal! This will be one frantic ending.
2 added minutes has been
That
indicated.
was easy, almost too easy.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could...
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good.
And there goes the final whistle. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose. Roberto Baggio claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Your reflections then, Jim?
Lille really were very impressive in the way they found pockets of space in those key areas. They were able to get the runners in, and that proved decisive.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Arsenal against Lille.
Well, there is here a great sense of expectation. As to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. The action has already started. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
Has a shot! And there's an early warning shot across the bow.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Lille with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short. He's having a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And this is Decker. Big chance! Just off target.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
That pass has been well intercepted.
There's no doubt that this fella's contribution will be highly important. It's the one and only Philipp Lahm.
And what do you consider his greatest quality, Jim?
Well, it's hard to name just one because he's such an outstanding...
Up he goes! Goal! Arsenal! Certain, searing and imperious.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Lille finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Now then, clash of the egos. Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
And this is Eto'o. Goes for a shot! Oh, the ball's... Oh, he's been caught napping! Pull it.
Lille really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Ferdinand. Ibrahimovic charging forward, the ball at his feet. Chance for a shot! He's got a goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
So that's 2 now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have...
Roberto Baggio! And he comes up trumps again.
Roberto Baggio really must be thinking what more he could have done there. It's another inspired save.
Rafinha plays it short. Can he finish? Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Cafu actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So their 4th corner of the game. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Kagawa. Oh, good spread. Rafinha gets into some space. He has found a way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Deco going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Arsenal have a free kick. That has not gone well. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Short changes him with that pass. Searching pass he's played there. That's a nicely shaped ball. And Hullet! No, that wasn't kidding anyone.
Well, he was sure he was going to pull that off.
Lille are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Deco. That is good strength. And this is Roberto Baggio. Baggio has been caught there, it's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
He's having a good look here. This then an ideal chance. Rafinha! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
That is good alertness. And it's Baggio. Pull it. That looks a decent ball. Oh, super find. Deco. Kagawa. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Over to the left. Oh, sweet feet. Bergomi gets a foot in and wins the ball. Ibrahimovic. So what can they make of this? He steps in and that's the end of that. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, he's found support out wide. He gets big! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here. There's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
And we're off again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Out towards the flank. And it's Deco. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nicely aimed pass. Rodri is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. And this is Nedved. And he's there to clear it. Deco. Eto'o. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Vieira played out to the left flank. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Out to the right. He's in space and looking for options. He is through here. Oh, important interception. Now, can they get him away? He's through here. Ibrahimovic. Decent chance! And he nearly went all the way.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Kagawa. And it's Deco. And here's Deco. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Seedorf was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And this is Hullet. Shapes to shoot! And again! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Begden alongside me. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're on the way.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
And here's Bale. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Seedorf. Now it's Kagawa. Threads one in. Always onto this. It's Basho! And it's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Auxerre are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Rodri. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Roberto Baggio. Can he finish? He scores! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quick.
Pirlo! Oh, that was venomous. And he's only too happy to take that back. Seedorf plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now it's Eto'o. And this is Roberto Baggio. Lille have a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He's having a good look here. Rafinha! Brilliant from Rafinha! A finish of true class! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
A case now of complete control.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now it's Roberto Baggio. Rafinha. Rafinha proves just a little bit too strong. Oh, it's come loose. Thinks about the shot. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Oh, lovely. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Well, he pushed his luck to the very limit, and the refs just lost patience with him.
Roberto Baggio! And he should have made it 4. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. And he's had it nicked away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Dembele was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
He is through here. And Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That has not gone well. Ronaldinho. And that is a little undercooked. Foot in. Howson is the team's great visionary. Pass is just off target. Kagawa. And the pass is intercepted. Courtois. Van Dijk. To Maldini. Not the most accurate pass. He's going to be disappointed with that. A lot. Tries a shot! And it's in! And they are right back within touch! And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
So is this the start of a comeback? And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rafinha. And he's gone backward here. And this is Eto'o. Bale.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That's good running with the ball. Looking to play him in. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Kagawa. That has been slung wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Thuram. Knocks it out wide. Deco. Kagawa. And here's Baggio. And he welcomes it in. Kaka. Ronaldinho. That's a good ball out wide. And it's Pirlo. And the through ball. Oh, shooting chance! They've done it! Deep into first half stoppage time. A crucial... And the first 45 minutes are up. It is quite a game. Breathless and laced with excitement. So what a half. So many talking points, so many goals, so much drama. It's 3-2. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Rodri. And it's Kaka. Neither of these two want to come off second best. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Now it's Kaka. Distributed tidily. And this is Bale. And he shoots! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Eto'o is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Lille finding their passes. And this is Roberto Baggio. Rodri. Kaka. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Seedorf. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Seedorf. Great ball, and he's in here.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn. Eto'o really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And this is Kagawa. It's a really well-measured ball. Rafinha tries making a foray down the right. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Can he finish? Kaka. Rodri. Howson calmly anticipates. And it's Kagawa. Kagawa will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And he's chosen to go back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Lille have their second corner now. Rafinha goes short. Kaka. Auxerre have the chance to go the other way. Rodri going full tilt down the left. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And this is Roberto Baggio.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Rodri. And here's Kagawa. Van Dijk gets a foot in here. Kaká has got himself a free kick. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Changement pour l'Agiocère. Le numéro
Both
16.
sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Pirlo. Le numéro 8. Kaká. À leur place.
And they're on him in a flash.
Le numéro 25.
Nice interception.
Le
His
numéro
positioning
22.
was spot
Le
on.
numéro 13.
Eto'o
Attention,
going full
changement.
steam ahead down the left flank. He's got away. He is just caressing the ball. Beckenbauer. Oh, what a ball! Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Maldini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Bale. Eto'o. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, such a clever touch. Caicedo, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Bale. He has found the way through. Nice control. And it's Deco. Just eases him off the ball.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And that is as far as they're going to go.
Lille nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
And he's managed to get free. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Now this could be a pivotal moment. Dying minutes, free kick, great position. And now as good a time as any to pull level. That was travelling.
It was a sterling effort, and at least he kept it on target, and it was worth a go.
Deco. He's on it, can he get away? Spread it left. And here's Eto'o.
De temps additionnel.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Nicely weighted ball. Driving through the middle. Shoots! Oh, taken with style! And that is as far as it goes. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, the early goal certainly helped settle everything.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expected buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Lille.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running. Saliba, a key player here, and not just for tactical reasons. This is his 400th appearance for the club.
Well, what a feat, Peter. This really does speak volumes about how much he dedicates himself and keeps himself in top condition for every one of those match days. He's a shining example for anybody with aspirations like that.
Roberto Baggio! Oh, split-second reaction.
Roberto Baggio is offering a wry smile there.
Lille with the corner, they're first. Rafinha goes short. Great chance! Oh, he's been caught napping. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's fabulous. That is ended up in no man's land. Cafu running with the ball. Cafu made a search from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Bullet. Looking for a runner. Good ball over the top. He's having a go! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Deco. Oh, important interception. Pedri, a player who needs no introduction. Now it's Messi. Nicely weighted ball. Out to the right. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And it's Eto'o. Conte. Roberto Baggio tries a shot! Goal! Nil! First blood drawn.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Number 18.
Lille have penetrated for the first time.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Tries to pass it through. Eto'o. Lille are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Strokes it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Can he get onto this? Shapes to shoot! Sticks it away! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Lille are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, they're very...
And the shot! Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
A case now of complete control.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Cafu is looking to influence the game from out wide. Played out wide. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, that's neat. And it's Deco. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And this is Kante. Oh, super ball. Lille have hit a quick-fire double here. Cafu. And he's gone backward here. And here's Rafinha. Now then, the ball's come loose. And that's a chance, surely! Now, who's going to be first to this? Bullet. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. And he has shown him a yellow card.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Roberto Baggio. Kagawa. Now that looks a decent ball.
Has been
Great
indicated.
work on the overlap. Conte. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it rattles the bar. Oh, given away. Face to face. And a chance! And it's in! And they're at it again in double quick time. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Lille have had it all their own way so far then, and they go in at the break in an utterly dominant position. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Oh, it's great work in terms of both purpose.
And the keeper's given it away. Oh, he's bustling through here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's not an especially good pass, that. Looking for the run. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on... Oh, what a mistake! And they've got a throw. And it's been given away. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's Lahm. Eto'o is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Lahm. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. He might... Decent chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Can he finish? He scores! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Lille are having a ball here. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. Deco. It's Kagawa. And it's Conte. And Deco. Conte. Kagawa. Kagawa going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, easy pickings there. Howson. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Rafinha will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. It's just beyond his reach. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Pedri does well to stand firm and defend it. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And he's lost his man here. Distributed tidily. He is through here. Now, can he find a finish? Goes for a shot! And he couldn't quite make it 6.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
Corner number 2 then. They've played it short, and this is Eto'o. Delivers the ball.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good...
Oh, what has happened here? Big chance!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Saliba. Howson ploughing through the middle.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
That's surely a foul. Free kick.
Substitution
Lille
in progress.
can make their change now with a break in play. Oh, terrible mistake. Big chance and a shot. Oh, terrific save. And the referee brings it to a close. Lille really have hit the heights, a tour de force that has left their opponents Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more.
And he's had a hit! Now, who's going to be first to this? He'll try to keep this alive. Ibrahimovic proves just a little bit too strong. Oh, important interception. Well, there's one man here who stands head and shoulders above the rest in just about every aspect of the game. It is, of course, Jim, the great Paolo Maldini.
Yeah, I feel like bowing here because it's him. He's simply the greatest of them all, the inspiration for so many top-class defenders.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Lovely feet. And it's Conte. Deco. And the counter is on. Bale.
That's good play from him.
Now, can they get him away? Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
It's Basho! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, split-second reaction.
Roberto Baggio clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Lille with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Rafinha with the short one. And the shot! First quarter of an hour gone. And now a sudden chance to counter. No luck with that dink over the top. Rafinha looking to play him in. Bale is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Kagawa. Kagawa going face-to-face with his great rival. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Nicely weighted ball. It's a promising position. Can he finish? Goal! Nil! Baggio at his razor-sharp best there.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So we have our breakthrough.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Eto'o. Very nicely done. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely...
He gets big, and he hits the net. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Not much doubt about who's going to take this one. Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. Ambitious ball here. No, he's just misjudged that one. Cafu. Rafinha. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Yeah, he's fouled him there. That is good alertness. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Ibrahimovic! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him! About as smooth as it gets. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. He has given that the lot. Bang!
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter.
He's had a shot! They've scored! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Roberto Baggio demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely.
And Romario! No, that wasn't kidding anyone.
I actually fancied him to score then, but we should give the keeper credit for doing his bit.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Roberto Baggio, out to the right. And they've got rid. There's the whistle for half-time. Lille are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. And that's the second half started. Conte. Deco. And it's Baggio. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Gives it back. Kagawa plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. That is Conte. And this is Roberto Baggio. Nicely aimed pass. Baresi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bale, looking for the run. And he's picked it up out wide. Knocks it into space. Well, they could break here. And this is Roberto Baggio. And he's onside. Oh, he's caught him in or out. So a big chance now from 12 yards. This to complete the turnaround. The comeback is complete. Not much more than a formality.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Played into space out wide. And it's Ibrahimovic. Totti, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Rafinha. He's got away. An instinct, terrific header. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Cruyff, and he's managed to get free. Bale, and he lines up a cross, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Oh, easy pickings there. Deco. Eto'o gets into a good position. He has found the way through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Here's Deco. Out to the left it goes. Deco. Aimed beyond the defence. Cruyff. Bullet.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And he's in on goal. Chance! Goal! They've done it again! It is incredible!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 14.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Numero 19.
This is quite a battle.
Numero
This is
11.
exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Il numero 29.
Now it's Eto'o. Now it's Pedri. Over to the left. Vinicius Junior. Pedri. Pedri will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Opts for safety. Tries to thread one through.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Cafu. Now it's Bale. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
And he's there to belt it away. Tries to play it through. The ball's gone astray. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Now it's Van Basten. Now it's Eto'o. Now it's Bale. He's being urged to shoot. There's no flag. Well read. The danger is averted. Danger averted for now. Cafu, and he was quick to react. And it's Conte. And here's Eto'o. And that interception was most necessary.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game yet to
everybody,
kick
and
off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable.
Netherlands against Lille.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The action has already started. Well, they do call it the beautiful game, and the man we see before us now personifies all that is good about it. He is known simply as the King.
It's as though the game was made especially for him.
Voted the greatest player of the 20th century, but he is so much more than just that. He is a symbol of charisma, of leadership, of sportsmanship. He is the one and only Pelé. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Eto'o. And the counter is on. Messi. Now Seedorf. Oh, good spread. Rafinha gets into a good position. He is just caressing the ball. Rafinha proves just a little bit too strong. Vieira. Kagawa gets across and deals with it. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neither side especially adventurous early on. Lahm. Tries to pass it through. He's found support out wide. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Nice control. Now it's Rafinha. He is through here.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Nicely weighted ball. It's come to nothing. That's a throw. Vieira. Seedorf. Vieira. Couldn't squeeze it through. That's really well manoeuvred. Out to the right. And there's his chance to lead the counter. He's got away. Look at the space here. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Great chance here from position A1. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. Rafinha! Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
And we have our very first corner. Rafinha with the short one. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. And now they can spring out of defence. Somewhat off target. And it's Kagawa. Rafinha providing an outlet on that flank. And this is Kagawa. Oh, look at the space here. Shot a goal! And he's forced to go back. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Ibrahimovic gets flagged offside.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Kagawa going face-to-face with his great rival. The Netherlands look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners.
And Messi! He's done very well to get to that.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Great vision, Cafu. And he's managed to get free. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That is a little undercooked. It's a really well-measured ball. Rafinha picks it up out wide. And this is Kagawa. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And this is Roberto Baggio.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Tries to play it through.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And it's Deco. Ibrahimovic, a player hoodie. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
I'm afraid to tell you that we're expecting
An engrossing
traffic
half,
to be heavy
but
after
we're
the
still
final
where we
whistle
started.
today.
0-0. The action is back underway.
Lille are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
It's a pretty loose pass. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Seedorf. Oh, it's come loose. And here's Baggio. Can he get it through? Pele.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
The Netherlands looking to pass their way through. He has found the way through. Pele. Up he goes! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Peter, the best counter-attacks are pacey and incisive, we know that, and that one never really got going.
Ronaldinho is there, and he can pick it up. Now it's Rafinha. Foot in. Ronaldinho. Now, can they get him away? Rafinha chasing after it. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Oh, important interception. And the finish! It's in! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So we have the first goal.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
And it's Kagawa. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
And this is Roberto Baggio.
Lille really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now it's Rafinha.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That's beautifully weighted. Ibrahimovic is flagged offside.
Substitution for Netherlands. Number 20.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Coming on the field, number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 18, Pedro Neto. Number 10, Gullit. Substitution. Substitution for Netherlands, number 21, Ronaldinho. Coming on the field
plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
Bale.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Ronaldo receives it in a wide position. Bale goes for a shot! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. The message is clear, none shall pass.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Roberto Baggio. Roberto Baggio, played out towards the right wing. Pedro Neto gets good distance on it. Seedorf. Oh, this is a great position. Very nicely done. Knocks it out wide. Looking for the run. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And it's Deco. Lille are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
At least they're going about it as they...
Decent chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
Lille really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And that's gone behind for a goal kick.
Substitution for Netherlands. Number 17.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Coming on to replace him is number 6, Maldini. Substitution in progress.
That looks a decent ball. That looks a good ball through. Shoots! Oh, taken with style. And there's the goal they've been looking for.
4 added minutes has been
The
indicated.
movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
The Netherlands are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal.
Big chance! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
A case now of complete control. And that is that. Lille have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And as you can see, we've already started here. Milan have clearly decided to play. It's roll! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Howson deals with that comfortably. Howson gets it away. Tries to pass it through. Oh, nice touch. Now it's Barol. Roberto Carlos. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. Corner number 2 then. Now this could be a chance. And now they can spring out of defence. And that is as far as they're going to go.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
And it's Maicon. Edmilson, he is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Distributed tidily. Maicon receives it in a wide position. Chance for a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught napping. A droll. Howson, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Roberto Carlos aims beyond the defence. Cross into the box. Corner it is. So, third corner of the game. Oh, well played. Lille are looking to go forward now. Lille, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. He's found a way through. And that's a dangerous ball. And it's Kagawa. And this is Roberto. There's the shot! Goal! Lille! And it's Lille who take the lead. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Can he finish? Cleared without complication. Opts to play. Van Basten! He's having a shot! Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Roberto Baggio. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Roberto Carlos has it out wide and in space. Corner number 4 coming up here. Maicon. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Nielsen. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Veron.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nesta, always a very imposing presence at the back. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's had it nicked away. Thuram. Oh, that's nice. Maicon elects to cross. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Cafu. Seedorf. And it's Deco. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Veron.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Seedorf. And the first half is done. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Lille leading 1-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway. Lille carrying a one-goal lead. Milan trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Played into space. Eto'o looking to get on the end of this. That is lovely. Seedorf. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Eto'o looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Lille just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. And play cross-field, changing the point of attack. Not the most accurate pass. Deco. And it's Seedorf. Almost an hour gone. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
And a chance! It's there! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
And yes, it's him again.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 12.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Numero 80.
Lille are
Ronaldinho.
sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Numero 7.
He's in space and looking for options.
Il numero 23.
And the
Il
assistant
numero 21.
referee rightly gives
Pirlo.
him offside. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Can he get on the end of this? There's no flag. Cafu has it in a wide position. And he's only too happy to take that back. Deco. Deco going face-to-face with his great rival. Vieri.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Roberto Carlos. It's Roberto Carlos. Platini. Oh, cracking ball. Real chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Platini. Now it's Shevchenko. Roberto Carlos. Tries a shot! Played out to the left flank. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Lille choosing to make the first change. Filippo Inzaghi coming on here. A change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Roberto Baggio. And here's Inzaghi. Looking for the run. Inzaghi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, sweet feet. And he's hit Platini! Shot a goal! And the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And this is Pirlo. Pirlo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Nesta. Can he get it through? Dink through. And the shot! Goal! Late drama! Late goal! This will be one frantic ending! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Milan give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Maldini cuts out the pass. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And this is Vieri. That's a good ball out wide. Chooses to go back. Eto'o is, of course... That's at the end. Lille can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster, that. Roberto Baggio claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the manager's pumped here, Peter. He has every right to be after leading his team to
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And it's Deco. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And this is Roberto Baggio. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Chance for a shot! And that would have been some goal.
Rafinha just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Plays it out wide. Well, nicely intercepted.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Deco. Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's Baggio! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Lille really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Well, Ed Milson's selection has certainly attracted some scrutiny, but the man himself looks, as ever, Jim, utterly unfazed.
Yeah, I like him because he's got a certain elegance about him, Peter. We all know Brazilian players love the idea of getting forward, and he's probably one of the better defensive players on the ball.
So no gung-ho heroics?
No chance.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And this is Van Basten. Cleared without complication. And it's Roberto Carlos. Totti providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Rafinha, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Rafinha. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Shoots! Goal! Lille! And it's Lille who take the lead. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So we have our breakthrough.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And here's Shevchenko.
That was lovely, that.
Now there's a fine ball. Big chance! Dealt with nicely by the defence.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
And he's managed to get free. Deco.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. But that has not gone well. Tries to pass it through. Time and again they are repelled. And it's Totti. And the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. It's Milson! Worth a try. Shame about the outcome.
Edmilson clearly felt that he was entitled to try that, and I'm inclined to agree with him. There wasn't anything else on.
Now it's Roberto Baggio.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And he's quick to get it clear again. Now, can they get him away? He can get that clear. Maicon. And here's Totti. Chance! It's there! AC Milan are all square. And that was as close to certain as can be.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. The midway point of the game.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. The second half then just getting going. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Baron. Edmilson. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Deco. Seedorf. And it's Kagawa. Distributed tidily. Oh, he's found support out wide. Nice control. Backward it goes. Deco will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Totti has found the net here, of course. That is a great pick out. He's found the way through. They're on! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Corner number 2 then. And he was alert to it. Deco gets it clear. It's a threatening ball. Baggio proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Dida did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Can he get it through? He's in space and looking for options. It's a goal kick.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 7.
Milan choosing to make the first change.
Totti. Numero 8. Juan Sebastian Veron. Lasciano il campo per
Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Deco. Front-footed pressing going on here. Now it's Owen. Ronaldinho. Guti. Oh, what a mistake! Deco. And it's Deco. It's Kagawa. Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. Can he get onto this? He's got away. Now it's Eto. Turns and goes back. That's a lovely, neat pass.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And it's Roberto Carlos. Guti. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Rafinha. He's shifting through the gears here. Now it's Vieri. Maicon. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Howson. And it's Ronaldinho. Roberto Carlos. Vieri. Chance, surely! Goal, Milan! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! One sweeping move, executed with depth. And it's Eto. Takes a shot!
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Into the last 5 minutes.
Milan nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Can he finish? Roberto Carlos getting this one clear.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Deco.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Edmilson. So just 1 extra minute for stoppages. And that's it. Lille illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Can he spark a counter here? Moved on forwards, and it's Roberto Carlos. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
Well spotted. This guy, Roberto Carlos, really is a unique player, Peter.
I don't think anyone would argue with that.
The pace, the power, the set pieces, the...
Shapes to shoot! There it is!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So, a breakthrough already. It could be... Van Basten! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Van Basten clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Milan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Back would it go. Big chance! Lille are looking to go forward now. Oh, that's fabulous. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Kagawa will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Baggio. Kagawa. Deco. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Lille are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Veron is always looking to break lines. He's picked his way through. Seedorf, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And here's Van Basten. He's on it. Can he get away? Maicon is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Royce. Oh, good take in a good area. Oh, good spread.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He is through here. And now they can clear their lines. Maldini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Takes a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And it's Maicon.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Played out to the right. Wriggles his way through. And they've got rid. Searching pass he's played there. Can he get onto this? Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Edmilson. Seedorf pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Looking to play him in. And this is Roberto Carlos. He's having a shot! It's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important.
And the first 45 minutes are up. Reflections on the first half?
Lille certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Here we go again then.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Chooses to go back. That is a brilliant interception. Deco.
This is the time you need that pace.
Nicely weighted ball.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Played back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
And here's Royce. Maicon receives it in a chance, surely! Has a look and plays it forward.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper is very relieved.
Now it's Rafinha. He's shifting through the gears here. Plenty to aim at here. And he's taking no chances there. Royce is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Chance here to counter. Royce. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Thuram with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Thuram has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. And it's Kagawa. Threads one in. There's the shot! And he hits the net! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Roberto Baggio really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Veron. So what can they make of this? Crunching tackle. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Now it's Roberto Baggio, and it's Kagawa. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Maldini goes on a run down the left wing, and the flag has stayed down. Now it's Roberto Carlos. That's good play. Looking for options for movement. Now it's Kagawa. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 10.
We have got changes
Numero
here
12.
from both sides, in
Numero
fact.
7. Numero 8. Juan Sebastian
It's a
Verona.
pretty loose pass.
Numero 15.
That's good pressure,
Lasciano
closed
in
him
campo
down
per
quickly.
Il numero 23.
Kagawa going
Il numero
face to face
18.
with his great rival.
Owen.
Oh,
Il
nice
numero
touch.
32. Il
And
numero
this is
26.
Kagawa.
Il numero 4. Fabio Cannavaro. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Oh, such a clever touch.
Lille really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly. Milan clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Back into the middle. Nice control. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Davids. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Time is running out here.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Roberto Carlos. Can he finish? Cafu with the clearance. Now he's got space here. That's good vision. Well, that's been cut out, well played. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. No, that's been intercepted. Bale has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Seedorf. And it's Kagawa. Seedorf cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away. It's Vieri! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. And he's cut it out.
L'uomo indica 2 minuti di
Howson.
recupero.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's got away. There won't be another chance after this one. Roberto Baggio! He's got a goal! They have stolen level at the last! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
And a chance! Oh, what about that? And that may just do it!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this...
And there goes the final whistle. Lille were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort unrewarded.
Ricordiamo a
Your
tutti i
reflections
tifosi
then,
che
Jim.
tra poco
Lille
sul maxi
never
schermo
really got into
saranno
this game.
trasmessi
I think
i
conceded...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. And this is Totti, and he's cut it out. Nesta gets over and intercepts. So Dida between the sticks for this one, widely recognised, as we all know, Jim, to be one of the great keepers from Brazil.
The Big Easy. For me, there was indeed a time in his career where he was considered as being one of the best, Peter, if not the very best. You don't have a career like his unless you're quite special.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He won't be happy with that one. Edmilson. Knocks it into space. Real chance! That was probably asking just too much. And we have our very first corner. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Van Basten. Rafinha powering forward here. Rafinha tries to pass it through, and he welcomes it in. Well read, and the danger is averted. Lille still without a single shot on target. This looks promising. Now it's Roberto Carlos. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, delightful ball. He's found a way through. Maldini, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Edmilson. Baggio with a definite foul there. And no surprise, that's a booking. He's on it, can he get away?
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Rafinha. Nesta.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Taken back almost at once. It's a pretty loose pass. Seedorf conjures time and space where few can. And it's Eto'o. Eto'o. It's a promising position. Chance to deliver. That's a decent clearance. Chooses to go back. Shevchenko. And here's Mbappe. He is just caressing the ball. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Well, Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Now then, the ball's come loose. Now he's off and running. Rafinha. And Shevchenko. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Deco. Rafinha. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And the first 45 minutes are up. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Played in with purpose. Corner number 2 then. That's the throw. Deco.
Milan couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Cafu. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Pass somewhat off target. Deco. Seedorf. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Veron is always looking to break lines. And here's Roberto Carlos. Totti. Veron. And here's Roberto Carlos. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of
Chance for a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 7.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Totti.
Rafinha plays it short. Milan have the chance to go the other way.
Il numero 18. Owen. Il numero 80.
Saliba gets across to intercept that. That's very neat. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. That is lovely. Zanetti stood his ground strongly. And now they can clear their lines. And smartly reclaimed. Roberto Carlos looking to hit the byline here. He rises! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Deco. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Lille clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Nice looking ball. Roberto Carlos picks it up now.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Deco. Now Seedorf. Looking for the run. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. No way through, so back it comes. Lovely bit of skill. Rafinha driving forwards. Brilliantly cut out. And it's Roberto Carlos.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Milan really will have to throw everything at this now. Zanetti. Very nicely done. Back with a decent chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Corner number 3 coming up.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Guti. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Nicely weighted ball. That's a little off target. 5 minutes left on the clock. That is a great pick out. Guti.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Goes looking wide. Now it's Eto'o. Deco.
Ci sarà
Oh,
un
Red,
minuto
nice
di recupero.
interception. Now it's Owen. And it's Eto'o. He has found the way through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And that is that. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.